Hi guys, Queen Osset here. Welcome back. Yes, another video. This one I just want to get right on point. I want to get on board with this. I need to get started on this today. I need to make this happen. I want to give thanks to Wynter NightHare for spearheading this. Gosh, okay. I'm not editing. I don't edit. I don't, do all of that. So mistakes and everything is going to be part of this video. But this book came into the store, can you see it there, without it was the galley copy, and anything that says Queen, because I am Queen Osset, is going to get my attention and want me to investigate it further. Now this is the galley, so it has that, and it tells you that it's an uncorrected proof, etc. And I had started reading it. It didn't have the images that's in the other current book, right? But it doesn't matter because I got the true copy. And it has the beautiful images in there of the 4 queens. And what this book is supposed to do is take you on a journey for the year, 52 weeks, to tapping in and bringing forth your inner queen. Now, I am called Queen Osset because in my culture, a woman of a certain age is called queen. She has elevated because she has learned so much in her life. You understand? And so she's held in high regard. Has nothing to do with your cycle or becoming a crone, which I am. Has nothing to do with if you've given birth. It really doesn't have a lot to do with your chronological age per se. It has everything to do with a level of maturity, how you carry yourself, how you conduct yourself, that you would just call queen. It's a title of respect. It doesn't mean that I have a sovereign or people bow down to me. It doesn't mean that I sit on a throne or anything like that. It's a title that has been bestowed on me, and one that I treasure and carry with great honor and reverence. And I live this. I live being a queen. So, of course, when I saw this book, I was interested in Angela Kaufman's take on the queens and the archetypes and the energies of the queens in the tarot. Now, I know many of us can identify with one particular queen or perhaps all of them. I do feel that at certain times in our life, we embody the energy of each and every one of the queens, if not the court. I mean, the tarot is 78 cards, mirrors of your soul. So there's a piece of you that's reflected in every one of those cards. But I think a woman, depending on where she is, different stages of her life and things that she may have gone through, she really embodies or is enhanced by a particular energy. And I know where I am. Astrologically, I would be the Queen of Wands, and my moon will be the Queen of Swords. But where I am in this life as well, many people perceive me as the Queen of Swords. When I was raising my son, I was the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. So depending, I think on where I am and what I'm doing, I could be any one of those or all of those combined. So I wanted to know what Angela Kaufman had to say about becoming a queen. And I'm ready to take this journey with Wynter NightHare. And I'm not going in it with any sort of preconceived notion. I'm just going in it like a lay person. Forget about me being queen or set. You know, we're all on this journey to learn something, to become better human beings, to embrace more fully, if not understand who we are and our connections to other people as well. You know, I'm hoping that working through this book will allow me to help others embrace their inner queen and bring that to the forefront as well. So, you know, Angela Kaufman talks about, let's see, woo-woo to guru, you know, she talks about the archetypes. She says that everything is energy. She has in here suggested guide for meeting your own inner queen using the tarot deck. And I'm going to be doing that spread as well. You know, we have here the legend of the four queens. And she talks about when each of the queens are dethroned, which could be basically your shadow aspect, which is, I'm not going to say unfortunate, because sometimes you have to tap into that shadow aspect to get things done. And it may not be pretty and it may not be warm and fuzzy, but it gets things moving. And especially for those of us who are single parents, you understand exactly what I mean in regards to this. It's not that you have to be both parents, but you literally have to be superhuman to raise a family on your own. Now, that's just my personal opinion. I've had to make some decisions based on where I was in particular places in my life. And it may not have made me the most warm and comforting person around. But I managed to raise a young man who is 25. And I did it on my own. We were never homeless. I didn't have to beg, borrow, steal. He's in college and he works. I've been viably employed. I've never had to accept a handout. As a matter of fact, when I did tap into social services many years ago when I first had him, because I had a 14-year-old car and a savings account, I was overqualified for social services. So this is when you have to tap into a different sort of energy, a different queen at the time. You know, when I had my son, I was at the Queen of Cups moment. I was feeling emotional. I wanted to be nurturing. I was tapping into the Queen of Pentacles energy, wanted to make sure my son was taken care of. But when I could not get any assistance, trust, know, and understand, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords energy went into high gear. So, with that being said, I'm going to go and introduce myself or reintroduce myself to the Queen's energies that I need to work with. Now, I do have a notebook, and it's kind of how appropriate. I found this notebook. Can you see it? It says, "The Queen has arrived." So, in this book, there is a spread, and those of you who are watching, pull out your cards. What I did was pull the court cards, and I'm going to be using the Steampunk Tarot simply because I like what Barbara Moore has to say about the court cards, and I love what she has to say in particular about the queens. And what I did, I pulled the whole court card section to work with, to shuffle, to give me more to shuffle and work with. And I prefer to do this sort of spread as opposed to the Throne, Bone, and Slay spread. Christy, even though I did find that interesting, and I will be sharing that in my class with Tarotistas. But for this, we're going to shuffle the cards and answer and address the questions and see what comes up. So to meet my inner queen, I am It says here the instructions for the intuitive path of the cards. You shuffle the cards without looking, randomly place all 4 in a row in front of you, and then the first card will show you which queen to begin with and represents my dominant energy now. Let's see. The second represents my next most comfortable energy, and the third represents my shadow queen, whose energy poses a significant challenge to you at this time. And the fourth represents the energy I seem to have lost. Let's see what comes up. I'm curious. It says, using this template as a guide, you may choose to start with your comfort zone or with your least favorite energy, or skip around between the various queens. Well, my least favorite, we'll see. I guess in order. Like I said, I love them all at different times, you know. Even on a day-to-day basis, I have to adapt. I work with clients who are at various places in their life. I interact with my son and his friends. I run a business. I'm on social media. So different aspects of the queens have to come to the forefront. You know, I can't always be Queen of Swords, but I think that may be my hovering energy. You know, maybe that's my root. And then everything just starts from there. So let's see. The first question is, the first card will show me which queen to begin with, and it represents my dominant energy now. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. You can see this right here. And then I'll go through them until I find the first queen. And that should be my dominant energy now. And let's see if it's on point. Okay, so first queen is my dominant energy now. And all I'm going to do is turn them over until I reach a queen. Queen of Cups. Wow. The Queen of Cups is my dominant energy now? Oh dear. Miss Soft, warm-hearted, kind. Is that right? You know, if you switch over to Wynter NightHare's video, her channel, right now, she did start with the Queen of Cups card. And I'm going to read and see what Barbara Moore has to say about the Queen of Cups. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, this is a gift. It comes with a price. The Queen of Cups freely offers her advice. Whether you seek love or to create art, sacrifice is required. To get to the hearts and flowers, diamonds and dancing, painting and poetry, you must journey first through the darker shadows of the heart. Deep ties and transformational art come from within, from your heart, from your soul. You cut yourself and you let yourself weaken, empty. You become a vessel that is filled with wonders and mystery that you never dreamed possible. Whatever you are imagining now, it is a pale reflection of what can be. And she knows of what she speaks. She is well acquainted with the High Priestess and the moon. She's made many journeys through darkness, and not all have been pleasant. The successful journeys allow her to speak the words above. The less than pleasant journeys shaped her compassion and empathy. They are what allow her to say, sometimes, though what you find, while more powerful than you expected, may not be pleasant or what you imagined. The love that fills your heart and mind might just engulf your soul and your reason. It might cost you too much. The quest for love, for creation, for art is worthy, but risky and terrifying. You are allowed to be afraid for a bit, but then you must square your shoulders and delve in. If you want it, you must go after it. Remember, you can never be sure exactly what you find or what will be required of you. While she cannot go with you into the High Priestess or the moon moments of your life, she can help you prepare better than anyone else. And she'll be there with tea and sympathy or champagne and roses when you return. Okay, well, I'm going to have to sit on that for a minute. I have to say, my dominant energy now. According to Barbara Moore, I would agree with that. Yes. Okay. So the second card represents my next most comfortable energy. Let's see. That will be, I haven't gotten to another queen yet. The page, king, page, another page, the Queen of Swords. And there she is. Can you see that? I'm recording on my laptop. The Queen of Swords. This my most comfortable energy, and I just spoke on that. I would totally agree. That is where I am most comfortable. As I said, if you watch my welcome back video, I have no problems taking on injustice, and I have no qualms of speaking my truth and being in my truth and standing firm in my convictions. But let's see what Barbara Moore says. I'll try to make it quick. Let's see. Barbara Moore. The Queen of Swords. Of course I will accompany you to the private garden. Don't mind the sword. It's just part of the outfit. Smart, experienced, and quick. Very quick. The Queen of Swords is a faithful friend. Just ask her how she feels about betrayal. You see, she's had experiences, and not all of them were good. If you notice a little coldness about her, some aloofness in her manner, don't judge her as heartless. She has merely found it expedient to protect herself. The lessons she has learned have not made her only stronger, but also made her wary of wasting time. She does not care to dance around the truth and will always be direct with you. If you do not want to know her honest opinion, do not ask for it. You may try to deliver the words with care and delicacy. Rather, she may try to deliver the words with care and delicacy, but they may still sting. If she does bring you the truth and you don't care for it, do not, as so many have done before you, take it out on her. She is not responsible for creating the truth. More than likely, you did it yourself, only for telling it. Truth is not always painful, though. If your idea or plan is a good one, she'll give you more encouragement, along with excellent suggestions for improving it. More than you can hope for. Oh gosh, I love this Queen of Swords. And yet, for all the hurt she has suffered, she still cares for people and can be quite the lioness protecting those she loves. Don't give her a reason to turn on you. That sword she carries around is dead useful. With it, she cuts the false from the true, communicates effectively, and slays anyone she wishes to, all with impeccable style and grace. See? And I fully embody the Queen of Swords. Okay, so that's on point. That's encouraging. Oh, my most comfortable energy. I don't know. It's not always a good place to be, but I take it. I own it. That's where I am. Okay, so the third represents my Shadow Queen, whose energy poses significant challenges to me at this time. Let's see. King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I had a feeling that she was going to show up. Oh, really? The Earth Mother, the one who can make $1 out of 50 cents, the one that's there to hand out the Band-Aids when you have that boo-boo. I don't know. You know, the Queen of Pentacles energy is family encompassing, all about embracing, making sure everyone around her is taken care of in that regard, you know. Who I am, I'm one of those that would tell you, suck it up and let's get on with it. I'm sorry, I shouldn't apologize. It's who I am. It's what I am. It's what I do. It's what I love about me, and believe it or not, I think it's what a lot of people love about me. They always say, if you want the truth, straight no chaser, go to Queen Osset. But if you want that warm and fuzzy, ooh, let me give you a hug, boo-boo kind of thing, go someplace else. So the Queen of Pentacles she says, let your inner light be reflected in the outer world. Loveliness is next to godliness. She definitely knows the finer things in life and can recognize true quality at 20 paces. Whether it is satin that flows like liquid gold or wood polish so highly that it looks like glass, she loves things that shine and glow. But she's a woman of pentacles, so it had better be functional and comfortable as well as beautiful. If those to die for shoes pinch her toes, they are merely ridiculous excuses for shoes. Truly luxurious shoes are art and craft, architecture and style, engineered to support the foot as well as show off a pretty ankle. The Queen of Pentacles knows how to make a room look its best, how to plan the perfect dinner party, and how to make anything better with practically nothing. You know, I have a sister. She's a Taurus. She is the Queen of Pentacles. I will put down cheese whip and Ritz crackers if I'm doing hors d'oeuvres, and she will take cheese whip, Ritz crackers, olives, and make a gourmet spread. That's what she does. She is all about the presentation. The first time you come to my house, I will show you where the kitchen is. I will give you something to eat. I will feed you all of that. And the next time you come over, you know where the kitchen is. Help yourself. My sister will lay out a spread every single time. It's all about presentation for her. So the additional items on the Queen of Pentacles, making things be the best they can possibly be, is not a matter of layering more and more on top of something. It's a matter of releasing a thing's inner shine. That inner shine is really the part of the divine that dwells within. That is her best beauty secret. Showcase your inner divine, and you will be the most beautiful you ever. Anything you add to something or to yourself should be like a frame to a piece of art, a way of highlighting and showcasing. She fancies herself a little bit like Michelangelo. You simply chip away at what isn't essential, and what is left is perfect. Perfection can be unadorned elegance, or it can be positively rococo. She never limits the possibilities of beauty or the divine. Dance with this queen, and you'll be swept away by the finest music in the arms of the loveliest woman in the most comfortable room in the world. Release yourself into her arms, and you will understand that the dance between the physical and the spiritual is indeed a great dance of life. I guess I really do need to get to know this Queen of Pentacles and see her in a different light. And, now, I have a better understanding. It's surprising that I've had this deck for years, and I've never really delved into the Queen of Pentacles energy like this. So I really appreciate Angela Kaufman for putting together this book, because it's going to allow me to take my practice to another level. So, the fourth card represents the energy that I seem to have lost. Wow. Yeah. How about that? How about that, huh? The Queen of Wands. I've lost this energy. This is my astral sign, fire, passion. But Angela Kaufman does switch the elements. She switches the element of fire with air, the swords and the wands. But I'm going to stick with my system and see the Queen of Wands energy as fire. And that's what I seem to have lost, huh? Let's see. Wow. Why are you still sitting there? For goodness sake, why am I still sitting here? As long as she is in motion, she shines like the sun, drawing people and good luck to her like moth to a flame. She is witty, charming, and warm. Her confidence radiates so strongly that you can feel it in your blood, as if it were your own. Her energy helps you be your best self. She wants you to be your best self because she does not want to be surrounded by boring fools. If the action stops, if clever conversation ceases, she clouds over, restless and feeling useless. Because if people aren't moving, aren't sparkly, she has nothing to offer. This fact may lead you to believe she is shallow. It would be a mistake to confuse impatience with shallowness. She knows so much and just wants you to experience it too. This queen has discovered her inner power, and much like a strong horse, it can carry her almost anywhere she wants to go. Despite outward appearances of the aforementioned shallowness and ego, she is actually more in tune with her intuition than you would imagine. She doesn't doubt her direction because she knows she is guided by something other than her own mind or feelings. Having discovered this fabulous way of living life, she has no patience in self-doubt. No patience. Having discovered this fabulous way of living life, she has no patience with and no sympathy for those who want to wallow in self-doubt and misery. If you want to move, she'll get you up to speed in no time. If you want to make excuses and whine, she'll spare a moment to give you a killer, withering glance before turning her back on you. If you hurry, you can catch up with her and get her to smile at you again. It would be worth it. Wow. The Queen of Wands. What I'm missing, what I've lost, what I've left behind. How about that? I've become so much in this place, the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. And I've been talking about this for a while, where I've been taking care of others to my own detriment. I've been trying to support and be supportive of others and put myself on the back burner. I have dimmed my inner light because it has been too bright for men. I have been called selfish and inconsiderate. And when my own inner light doesn't shine, unfortunately, I do get like this. I do see it. I guess this is something that I need to, an energy that I need to connect to, which is taking care of myself and my surroundings so that I can get back to being who I am meant to be. And that's kind of ironic because I've always admired this Queen of Wands in this particular deck because I too have a riding crop. How about that? So I think it's time for me to get back on my horse, my steed, and, ride off into the sunset, seek new horizons, fully embrace who I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing, get myself back on track, recoup some of that energy that I've been expending so much, perhaps be my own advocate. So with that, I am complete. I put the talking stick back in the middle, and I'd like you to join us. Wynter NightHare. Dead Cheeky, Tarot Alchemist. I'm calling on all of you. Wild Feather Heidi, I need all of you to join in on this and queen up. Let's do this. Let's make 2018 all about the queendom and putting our crowns back where they belong. I'll talk to you guys later.